Fiori, can you start sharing your slide again? Oh, oh. Yes, I think that's better. Okay. So let us know, Gage. Okay. Thank you all so much for coming. I welcome you all to our pitching session. This is a program that it's a program, a collaborative program between STVP of Stanford University and TDRF. So we run a 9-week program on entrepreneurship and small business creation with refugees in Uganda using the edX platform. What we did was, so all the content of the program is developed by a professor at Stanford University called Chuck Isley, and we get a grant to run the program by the Tigray Disaster Relief Fund. The program was structured into 9 weeks. Here, all the participants got an opportunity to work with local partners. They were getting guidance every week, and they were also working with other partners in Uganda. When we started the program, there were about 100 individuals who were interested, but we ended up enrolling 42 participants, and they created 15 teams. So you're going to listen to the shortlisted teams who have developed their ideas over the last 2.5 months to 3 months. Okay. And those teams have been working in different areas. We had 2 teams who were working on manufacturing, for example. One was focusing on soap and detergents. Another was focusing on processing waste plastic products. We have another company working on digital skill training hub. We had 2 startups working on service and entertainment. We have another startup working on export. We also have others working in mushroom farming, online store for leather accessories, media firm for the deaf and the blind community, and another one on tour and tourism. So this program kind of enable these participants to get some kind of certificate of participation signed by the Stanford faculty, and it was also generated by edX. They will get participation fee to cover the cost of internet and also some seed funding so that they can take their business to the next level, all the courtesy of the TDRF. Our judges today are Getachew Asafa, who is the CEO of UMD Media. We have Sanat Haile, the founder of Damat and Inspiring Hub, among others. We have Fatawi and Naft Alam representing TDRF. Fatawi is the director of finance, and Naft Alam is the board member of TDRF. So without Now I'll just take you to the teams who are going to present their businesses. So we will start from Fatal Braille by Fiore. Fiore, you can start your presentation.
Okay, Mithani, thank you. Mithani, can you stop sharing your screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, hello everyone, I'm Fiore Tawalda. I'm a journalist and entrepreneur. My business idea is Braille newspaper for blind and deafblind community. I launched the first Braille newspaper in Ethiopia as well as the whole continent. It's called Fatal Braille newspaper. This is untapped market, but on other hand, every 5 seconds someone becomes blind across the world, and more than 160 million people with blindness are within the working age. This is a huge number. And more than 26 million people are blind in Africa, and this number indicates that 15.3% of the world's blind population resides in Africa. Before I jump to my presentation, let's hear the problems from this woman. She's a mother with low vision, and she gave birth to 2 blind children. Right now, she's the owner of Civic School for the Blind here in Uganda. Let's see the problems from her, and I'll get back to you.
I'm not sure if the audio is working for anybody else, but I can't hear anything, Fiore.
Okay. Let me.
No worries. You can just summarize the problem.
Okay. Okay, let me leave it that way. Then, as you heard on the video, there is nothing to read in Braille here in Uganda. What are the key problems? The first problem, access to information, inequality, and unemployment. These all are the problems, the main problems. And estimated annual cost of potential productivity loss of blindness globally is 410 billion USD. And the overall relative reduction in employment by people with vision loss is 30.2%. And they are not part of the socio-economic and political process. It's discrimination from information, inclusive education, and they are experiencing a violation of their basic human rights. These all are the problems. So what's the solution then? My business idea come up with a solution, providing information for blind and deafblind people via newspaper and website podcast, publishing newspaper to provide information. And the newspaper has different columns like news, editorials, critics, political, cultural, and success stories, exclusive interviews, including Kids Corner. Like every other children, blind and deafblind children also has the right to read. So my newspaper has Kids Corner and also vacancy and bid announcements. As you see, this is my market potential and opportunity. Blindness, by the way, has a significant economic impact worldwide, and I have no direct competitor. And I was a pioneer in this business, so I launched the first Braille newspaper in Africa. This is my opportunity, and I have already created multiple partners, the network, and my business idea also supports the UN SDG 17 goals and supports Marrakesh Treaty. For those of you who don't know what Marrakesh Treaty is, Marrakesh Treaty clearly stated that every blind and deafblind community has the right to access information in Braille. So my business idea supports this treaty and the UN SDG 17 goals. The government also has a responsibility to do this job. So this is my value proposition. Blind and deafblind people will have access to information, equal opportunity to information with a platform that creates job opportunities for blind and deafblind people and towards improving their lives as a well-informed citizens who engage in social economic matters. For this, newspaper selling, advertisement and promotion, vacancy and bid announcement fee, subscription fee, all these are my direct sources. But besides publishing the newspaper, I'll also change different documents into Braille. As you heard on the video, actually you didn't heard on the video, but they don't have a single textbook to read in Braille. So I'll change different textbooks also in menus for hoteling, restaurants, business cards. These all are my direct source of revenue streams. And as you see, my business is not just a business, it also has philanthropic side. So I'll definitely get grants and funds from different NGO international organizations. And for this, I have this price package for promotion and advertisement. And this is my financial projection, profit and loss statement. And according to my financial projection, my earning before tax or EBT is going to be 290 USD, and I'll break even within 3 months. National Association of the Blind, National Association of the Deafblind, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, the government by itself, universities, this NGOs, UNICEF, Save the Children, UN, these all are my key partners. And why me? I'm a successful investigative journalist, and I've changed different documents into Braille for UN back in Ethiopia. Right now, I'm a recognized refugee here in Kampala, Uganda, because of the current situation in Ethiopia. British Embassy also recommended me to translate the international examination IELTS into Braille. I have got different media coverage from different international and national media outlets, including BBC, VOA, you can Google it. And I'm a country winner and regional finalist at the Global Startup Awards. I've got a grant from the Australian government. Australian government was one of my partners. They have the Direct Aid Program, or DAP, and I've got grant from the MasterCard Foundation. These all are promotions, and this is my patent right, and these are the licenses from Broadcasting Authority. And this is the job creation potential of my business. The newspaper would create 570 jobs. And besides this, if you all know, during the genocidal war on Tigray, children shot, bombed, and knifed because of this, a lot of people lost their sight and became permanently blinded. And if you remember, one guy lost his sight by the Amhara militias and Eritrean troops. They gouged out both of his eyes, and at the same time, many became deafblind. So I really want to support and serve my community too. Even currently, I'm working on coordinating potential donors to send Braille textbooks and different accessories for blind and deafblind community in Tigray. If anyone interested in this, you can join me. And as you see, like my plan is to expand my business throughout the continent, and I want you to know that supporting this business idea means not supporting me or just the idea. It means supporting those marginalized groups and supporting the UN SDG 17 goals and Marrakesh Treaty too. And within this, fulfilling our responsibility too. And on the other hand, this is untapped market, and it has a lot of potentials and huge opportunities. So let's work together. Right now, I don't have a team member, but this guy right here, he's a deaf, blind British journalist. He saw my story on BBC, and he texted me on WhatsApp, Facebook, and he wrote different articles for my newspaper back in Ethiopia. He made even donation, and he has a brother. His name is Samuel. He's also blind, deaf, and autistic too. And he promised me to work with me in the future for the audiobooks for my website. This is my website. A guy named Robert from UK, British, he also saw my story on BBC, and he texted me on Facebook, and he developed this website for me. As you heard, like, this is the untapped market, so let's work together, and thank you. Let's keep in touch.
Thank you so much, Fiore.
Thank you.
Now, if there is any question from the judges first, and then we'll go to the audience. Kasanat?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Hi, Fiore. That was a great presentation, and I really love the work. So you mentioned the partnerships that you had with a couple of nonprofit organizations. I'd like to know where that is at, that partnership. I also want to know with that, what you're looking in a team. Like, for example, you don't have a team now, you're trying to build. What are you looking for? And with that, I want you to include your scaling plans. You are thinking of scaling. So what are you thinking on how? If you can answer those three questions for me.
Okay, as you mentioned, I don't have a team member right now, but I'm planning to hire expertise like journalists, accountants, lawyers, and what was the second question? Sorry, the partners about the organizations. Australia Embassy was one of my partners. They gave me grant. They have a program called DAP, Direct Aid Program. They gave me grant, and in the future they are willing to help me with that. And even Makerere University here in Uganda, Kampala, they are down to help me, support me, and they promised me to subscribe my Braille newspaper. Yeah, if I answer your question.
You did. I'd like to know your scaling plans with that.
Yeah, like as you know, my business idea is untapped market and it's scalable too, because one of my key partners are universities. Universities has responsibility to work on this social responsibility matters. So yeah, I'll work with universities, even the government, in different Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health. So one of my revenue stream is subscription fee that makes my newspaper sustainable. So, and like through that, I'll expand my business throughout the continents, including Tigray.
Good. Yes.
Okay. It's going to be weekly newspaper. And I'm planning to publish 3,000 newspapers for the start weekly. Yeah. And 1.5 USD. It's based on the market analysis here in Uganda, and even they recommended me to add some money on the selling price. Yeah, there are national associations, blind and deaf-blind national associations here in Uganda, and universities also going to be one of key partners for me, so they will subscribe. Yeah. Okay. There's a bank called Centenary Bank here in Uganda, and they promised me to help me with my business. They will be my key partners, and they will help me. And Makerere University too. They will sponsor and subscribe my newspaper so that it will assure the sustainability of the newspaper too. And I'm seeking investor too in equity, in exchange for equity. Okay.
Yeah, Tawi.
Okay. Hello everyone. Hello Fiore. I think overall, as I said last time, it's pretty good project, pretty good business idea. And as I mentioned last time, hopefully that you will extend that to Tigray as well. That's the hope. My question to you is, what does the investment environment for a refugee such as yourself look like? Do you have a concern maybe at some point, you know, if you're being successful, you may be like be treated in a very hostile way, and then the local people would take over your business idea, or what thought do you have about that, if that makes sense?
Yeah, the fact that I was a pioneer in this business, that will help me for sure. And I'm planning to partnering with the National Association of the Blind, even the government, so that if I answer your question. Hello, نفتعلم. Hello. Anyone hear me?
Yeah, that was Batawi. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Tawi.
I thought you were talking to me. Okay, so I got lost. Okay, so basically you did. That's my, you know, my concern. You know, we're that's in Africa, and sometimes that can be an issue. So that was you know, just to know that if you had, you know, put some thought into it. But good luck with that.
Thank you.
Okay, great. I think in the interest of time, let's move on to the next team. But there are some questions in the chat as well. You can respond to them later. But now, can we move on to the next team, Mary and Tank Fiore?
Thank you, Mithani.
Okay, cheers. Mary, you can go next.
Okay, thanks, Medhani. Let me share my screen.
Yeah.
I think I have some background noise, and sorry about that. To start, my name is Mary Waldorfael, and I have a chemical engineering background, and I'm strongly passionate about waste recycling, and I have a previous work experience in the wastewater treatment plants, and I also worked as environmental impact assessment project coordinator back in Ethiopia. What motivated me to work in this business idea is my passion for waste recycling, especially solid wastes, mainly the rubber or tire products. So our business is called Victoria Rubber, and we focus on keeping the environment clean by recycling wastes. So our goals are contributing to creating a clean environment by recycling solid wastes that are available in Kampala City, And we also aim to produce a locally made reclaimed rubber filler, which is a raw material for the production of tires. And we also aim to scale up our beachhead market. Currently, our beachhead market is reclaimed rubber filler manufacturing, but we aim to scale it up into producing boda tires by ourselves. And we also aim to produce doormats, plastic carpets, mud guards, conveyor belts, crusher belts, and rubber granules as well. That means currently we are only focusing on the recycling of old tires, but in the future we will also consider recycling different plastic bottles and different plastic materials into producing doormats, plastic carpets, and so on. And we also aim to become a big rubber filler manufacturer in Kampala. The problems that motivated us to work on this business idea includes the high cost of boda tires in Kampala due to the imported raw material or rubber filler. That means one motorbike tire costs $41. And there is a very poor infrastructure in Kampala, and that directly contributes to the short lifespan of tires, because the durability of tires is mainly dependent on the infrastructure of one country. And the availability of thrown waste rubber in the form of garbage also motivated us to work on this business idea. And additionally, the hassles of importation. In Uganda, importation takes from 1 up to 3 months in each round. So this also motivated us to work on this business idea, and the taxation as well. For each importation round, there is 33% of taxation, which directly contributes to the high cost of the product, which is the boda tires. In this business idea, the initial steps or the initial process includes buying waste rubber from tire manufacturers in Kampala. We buy it with $200 per ton. We also buy old tires collected by the KCCA with the same price. And additionally, we buy from garages with 0.2 USD for one tire if it's a minivan tire, and with 0.08 per one boda tire as well. So in the initial step, we will start in a small scale business. So we're going to buy small-scale recycling plants that recycles all the tires into a powdered form, reclaimed rubber filler. And we will also hire 4 manpower in the recycling plant for each of the plants. And in the initial step, steel and textile reinforcements inside the tire will be removed. So what solutions are we bringing to the society, mainly to the boda tire manufacturers? We will help them by reducing raw material cost, by removing hassles of importation, and we also contribute to the importation cost and to product availability as well. Here we can see the raw materials. The first picture shows a raw material that we can collect from garages. Here in the picture, all the tires are, some of them from the boda and some of them from minivan and big Sino truck as well. And the second picture shows old and thrown tires on the environment. So mainly this waste can be, we can purchase them from the KCCA. So this one is a picture of the final product, the reclaimed rubber filler. After recycling it, this is the final product. This is how it looks. We need it in a powder form. The number of customers in Kampala, in Uganda as well, there are 27 rubber filler importers. And out of the 27 importers, 21 of them are located inside Kampala and in the outskirts of Kampala. So from the 21 importers, 14 of them have agreed to become our customers due to the product availability, due to the affordable price, and due to the import substitutions that we are going to provide to them. The market size, 33% of the rubber filler importers in Kampala have agreed to buy from us, and there are 37% unreached market as well. So just to provide you an understanding of the amount of boda boda in Uganda, from this one, this is a picture of a crowded boda boda parking in Kampala. I included this picture just to help you have an image of the untapped market, actually, because there are a lot of about 220,000 motorbikes in Kampala city. So the market, we have calculated our top-down and bottom-up market in our total addressable market. We can see from the screen, this is calculated. We have included 14 customers that agreed to buy from us in this calculation in the bottom up. In our business model, we have key partners that works with us. They are the tire manufacturers, Environmental Protection Agency, and Government of Uganda. The key activity that we are going to work on is producing a reclaimed rubber filler that is used as a raw material for tire manufacturing companies. Our value proposition is cost reduction, waste management, and import substitution. The customer segment in our beachhead market, it's the tire manufacturers, but when we scale it up, we will also work with construction companies and with households as well. The cost structure, manufacturing, quality assurance, marketing, research and development, and logistics. The market adaptation, we have end users. In our beachhead market, our end users are tire manufacturers that are going to buy the reclaimed rubber filler from Victoria Rubber. But in the future, when we scale up our business, our end users will be additionally, our end users will be spare part shops, boda motorbike owners, households, and so on. Our partners are waste rubber collectors because we are going to buy the waste rubber from the KCCA, from garages, and from the tire manufacturing companies themselves. The supporters of our business idea includes Ugandan Environmental Protection Authority and residents of Kampala as well. The competitive advantage to our business idea. So far in Kampala, there is no one participating in this business. Of course, there are people who are currently recycling waste tire, but they are recycling it to produce shoe, wallets, and they are also recycling it to produce different materials for flower holders in households. So no one is competing us in the production of reclaimed rubber filler, and we are also supported by different environment concerned organizations because we are trying to solve the hot issue of waste management, which is directly related to SDG 12 and the affordable price, the removal of importation cost and hassle as well. The required initial capital to this business idea includes recycling plant cost, which is 17,400. This is a one-time investment, pre-opening salaries and wages, the manufacturing land that we are going to rent, advertising and promotion, licenses, total operating capital. So the total amount of initial capital that we need for this business is 42,200. So let's continue with the payback period. We have calculated our payback period as 1.5 years, which is 18 months. So we need 18 months to recover the initial funds. We have calculated it like this, and our data source is FOB average price of 1 ton imported crumb rubber is 4,500 from the data that we get from the Uganda Revenue Authority 2022. So Victoria Rubber is going to make 18% discount to its customers. So we are going to sell 1 ton of reclaimed rubber filler with 3,700. So we are making 18% discount to our customers. And we will recover the initial funds in 1 year and 6 months. So when we come to the team, my name is Mary Massa, and I'm a chemical engineer who is passionate about waste recycling with previous experience in wastewater treatment and environmental impact assessment projects for solar mini-grid sites. And I'm also the Refugee Studies Center RAC Pathways Fellow 2020-2022 from the University of Oxford. And I'm also a Young African Leaders Initiative via East Africa Alumnus 2020. My team members, Freyot Girmay, a graduate of industrial chemistry with more than 10 years experience in tire manufacturing, and he also holds business administration MBA, master's degree, and Zanabu Halouf, BSc in industrial engineering with experience as a salesperson in a construction company. So this is all about our business idea. If you have questions, I'm glad to answer. Thank you very much for the time you put to listen to my pitch deck.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mary. So let's hear from the judges first. And if there is anyone in the audience with any question, please. Okay, Gage.
Sorry, Getachew, can you repeat your question? There is background noise, so I didn't hear. Yes. Thanks, Getachew. We are going to have 4 machines for the recycling. And one machine is used for the steel and textile reinforcement removal. We have to remove it because we have to grind it, to be changed into powder form. So we have 4 machines, and each of the 4 machines have their own function, and one of them is used to remove steel and textile reinforcement removal. Yeah, you are right. Yes, we have planned to collect the steel, and we are figuring out with whom to work in order to sell the grind metal. So we will sell it, but so far we are on our way to communicate different companies, mainly the metal company, to buy the grind metal from us, but currently we haven't figured it out, but we are on the way. Okay, thank you. Currently, we are in the ideation stage. We haven't started it yet, but since it's a manufacturing company, we have to research a lot. We have to design it first. So far, we are in the ideation stage. We didn't implement it practically. Thank you, Getachew.
Naftalam, do you want to go next?
Sure. So I mean, I just have like two questions actually. The first one being, would like this business being dependent tires that you would have to recycle? My first question is, would that be a bottleneck on your process? And then the second question is, did you consider the, like, I guess when the first time you use it, you produce your filler rubber, it gets used to make tires, and then it comes back to the something like that.
Looks like you're breaking up, Naftalam. I don't know
think
if
it's,
you or
I couldn't hear you clearly, Naftalam. Sorry.
Naftalam, I don't know if you can hear us, but I think there is some kind of breakdown from your side. Kasana, can you go next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary. On the top of the idea being awesome, I love the presentation, how you did your homework, the fact that you put resources, the team composition. So there are a lot of things I like about what you presented today. One question already has been addressed, like if you already started, but the one I want to address is, I want to know why you are here. Why do you want to do this? And what is your first stage? Like now you're getting started. Like if you get funds or anything, what are you going to do with it? Like what is your first what is your first milestone? What do you want to do with it? Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Thanks, Sanat. To answer your first question, as a team and personally as Mary, this business idea, I chose to work on this business idea because I'm passionate about environmental management, about waste recycling, and my previous experience in the wastewater treatment is also a foundation to transition into solid waste management. I think your second question was,
I mean, here in this competition, not here in the business. I really love the passion that you mentioned, but where are you in this competition?
In this competition, because while I'm staying in Kampala, I recognized the untapped market of waste tire recycling. So if I get a funding together with my team, our team is composed of engineers with experience in waste recycling. So we can scale up our beachhead market into production of plastic carpets, conveyor belts, into mud guards. And when we scale it up, we are going to we can contribute to address the whole market in Kampala. So I'm here to contribute something to the problems that the tire manufacturers in Kampala are facing. And I believe this market is also profitable because we are recycling wastes. We buy the raw material for our company, the solid wastes in a cheap price. We are also contributing to the clean environment operation in Kampala City. So I'm here for these reasons. Have I answered your question?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Mary. Again, in the interest of time. Okay, maybe a last question from Tsahaye, and then we'll move on to the next team. So get ready, Carlo. Tsahaye, go ahead.
Alrighty. Thank you, guys. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Thank you for the wonderful presentation. Environmental waste solid management is very needed much. My question to you is, and I had asked in the chat boxes, you said you worked in Ethiopia, so was this in Tigray? And also, are you aware of any individuals or organizations that are doing similar projects? I think before the war started, there was actually a friend or colleague of ours who went back and we started similar things, but his is basically recycling bottles and then turning them into like bags for groceries. So if you could just briefly talk about if you had any experience in Tigray, or in the future if you had any plans to start something similar venture in Tigray. Thank you.
Thanks, Zahaye. In Tigray, I was working at APF, at this pharmaceutical factory in Adigrat, and it was in the utility plant, which was mainly in the wastewater treatment plant. But here in this business idea, I am making a transition from the liquid waste recycling into the solid waste recycling. But so far, this is going to be my first experience in recycling solid wastes. But I do have a relevant experience in Tigray in the wastewater recycling. In the future, I just want to work with the different companies that are recycling solid wastes, different types of solid waste. It can be plastic bottle, or it can be another solid waste. But so far, it's my first time to work in the solid waste recycling.
Great. Thank you so much, Mary.
Thank you so much for.
Yeah, absolutely. Ricardo, would you like to go next? Okay, good.
Hello, everyone. This is Icalo representing Sabawi Styles. Our business, Sabawi Laser Accessories, is a small-scale handmade laser accessories manufacturing. As a team, making leather crafts has been an escape from the reality we've been since the COVID-19 pandemic and the genocidal war waged against Tigray and our identity. Immersing ourselves in the passion of making leather accessories with background inspiration of our Tigrayan identity, history, and culture was something special in that particular hard situation we were in as a people. After having been passively producing for about 4 years, like selling to family and friends, now we have decided to take another step to broaden our market and make a business out of it. As our name indicates, we aspire to connect with our identity, history, and culture. The name Sabawi refers to Tigray's glorious pre-Axumite era, rich and beautiful culture of our people. Through our products, we aspire to connect with Tigray. For instance, the social element of our business is that we plan to work on helping create awareness of our historical sites, which has been targeted during the war and are now in danger, and donating a share of a percentage of our sales in a selective products to help preserve and sustain our historical sites is one thing. So as you can see, as our name indicates, Sabawi, we say feel the Sabian style. The Sabian look, the Sabian beauty for everyone. We use the Sabian script because we are always in a learning process of Tigrayan history all the way back. And I want to mention the wallet on the screen on the mesfer, on the cipher that you see is my grandfather's, who was part of the guerrilla fighters in the second Ethio-Italy war. And when I decided to pursue tourism, my mother gave me a present of that wallet and medals that he was awarded after the victory. He participated in the Ethio-Italian war, the second one, while Haile Selassie was on exile. So he was part of the guerrilla fighters. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you. So the problem that we're trying to solve here is that we're producing leather accessories, and we are targeting to the market, to the global early to mid career professionals with some discretionary income and who have the interest of leather accessories. But in this, the market, our target markets have a problem of access. They don't have the access which they need, mainly the product which are inspired with Tigrayan history and culture. They like either they have to go to Ethiopia or Tigray to get that kind of similar products because they are not available online access or platforms to buy. And the finishing quality of many some products out there are really weak, and that's also a concern because they don't last longer. Product inspiration background is also one thing. People want to connect with the background of the inspirational background because it's handmade. People want to see what's behind, who are the people who made this, and then what's the inspiration and the history behind it. Our solution to this is that we like the e-market and social media presence is one thing, and then we are on Instagram, Facebook, and Telegram, and we are planning on using the Etsy platform for handmade crafts, like which is used globally. So we are planning and working on getting that access. But for now, we are present in Instagram, Facebook, and Telegram. You can find us at Sabawi Leather Accessories on Instagram. Detail quality is also one thing. We care about the detail ending quality, and that's one thing because we need our products to last longer, and that's also one thing. The Tigrayan history and cultural inspiration product is also one thing. Like our products are all in the inspiration of Tigrayan history. And we incorporate details of our history in every product that we produce. And as you can see, our social media presence is here. We are currently active on Instagram and other platforms. The market validation is that the global leather goods market is projected to record a compound annual growth rate of 6.2 during the forecast period of 2022 to 2027. As per our interviews, our customers are very interested in the Tigrayan history and culture inspired products, and we are already getting orders from different parts of the world. We are currently working on 20 minimalist card wallets, which has been ordered from the US. In fact, if you might know the person, Merce Kidan, has ordered the wallets, and others from different parts of the world are also ordering our products, and we are working on them. The market size is the global leather goods market was valued to be multi-billion-dollar, and is expected to expand at a compound annual growth rate of 6.9 from 2022 to 2030. Our products are the small leather good accessories like wallet, pouch, card holders, and other like leather tags, pencil cases, and so on. And the handbags like tote bag, clutch, and unisex toiletry bags, and paint accessories like paint collar and lids. We use tools at hand, and like our inspiration when we start this business, we used to use mainly the mesfa, which is a traditional tool for braiding, like Tigrayan women what they use when braiding. And this is how we really connect with our background and our history. And this is also one part that we do, monogramming the name in Tigrinya Fidel to our products. This is part of a custom made product that we sold. And here are the products that we have already sold and made. Gallery cover, passport case, wallets. And these are the tools at hand that we have already. And our business model is business to customer directly. And as I told you, we use online platforms mainly to reach our customers. Our competitive advantage is that ease of access, online presence, great inspirational background, passionate artisans, and custom-made products. Here are some testimonies from our customers that have used our products. Here, Mrs. Sudan, our clients, send us her feel about our products. Sabawi, it reads as follows. Sabawi, the products are very well made. I love how simple and elegant they are, and the cultural designs make it even more unique and special. I'm looking forward to buying gifts to give away and probably a few for myself as well. And here is a second one, also Adrian or Rosina. I have had this wallet from Sabawi Styles for about 2 years now. It is a custom and engraved with my name in Tigrinya, Rosina, and with a Tigray in Tigrinya feeder lettering. And it has very nice and careful stitching along the front and the back. Very durable, very high quality, and it came with such a nice letter, laser scent. Actually, that's one of my favorite parts about it. I also love the kind of deep chocolate espresso color brown. It has held up so nicely over the past 2 years. And I'm so excited to see what product the Sabawi Style comes out with. So this is one of, we care about our customers, and then we follow up how they feel about our products. And so far the product has been good, and then they are looking forward for the other products that we'll put out there. And our team is me, Khalid Hiwatat Hanam. I'm a Tigrayan refugee resident in Kampala, tourism professional, Oxford University Refugee Studies Center Pazwa alumnus, community volunteer, Tigrayan and Amharic language instructor, and laser craft artisan. And my other teammate, Nathaniel Alamsige Akalu, Tigrayan refugee residing in Kampala as well, electronic dance music producer, IT student at the International University of East Africa here in Uganda, and a laser craft artisan. Thank you very much. If you have any question, I'm happy to answer.
Thank you so much, Ikalo. Interesting presentation. Okay, so we have a question from Sanat and Ftawi.
You can go ahead, Sanat.
Okay, thank you, Ikalo. I think that was a great presentation, like last time. I wish even you could have bring that the product itself to show the audience as well, like we've seen last time. That would have been awesome. Yeah,
I was cautious of the time.
Yeah, okay, but he has the product as well, so that's really good. I am thinking about competitors, like the fact that now it is something that can be mass produced. Of course, the fact that this is being done with hand, it makes it valuable and unique. But now that with technology and everything, that these things can be mass produced, what are your thoughts?
Thank you very much, and that's an important question. Well, we are making handmade products, and the demand is high out there. People, and of course, as you say, there are mass production laser accessories there. But the fact that it's handmade make a difference. People need are in need of handmade accessories, be like for different products. So what we're producing is that the handmade and the inspiration behind what people are seeking. Like in mass-produced products like this, since people are seeking to connect what is behind it, they don't want to connect with machine. We are humans, we are making this handmade, and then there are a lot of people who are looking for this kind of products. And as I can show you here, these are the products that are hand. The finishing, the stitching and everything is detailed. And I can also show you here the passport case that we make. It is inspired with Tigrayan Aksum obelisk and other details about Tigray. It can hold a small notebook and also a passport inside. So as per our engagement to our customers, they are really interested in this handmade product other than the mass produced. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Just to add on that, I think I would just for yourself keep in mind what is this niche market. Like for example, if you ask me, I want to support you, I might buy it. But to be frank, I would rather buy something cheaper because maybe I'm not passionate about this. You know what I mean? So, but of course, there are also people that are really interested in this thing. So this is a niche market that you're trying to address, right? So
Yep.
I would say like look at what is that area and then yeah, try to make the most out of it.
Thank you. My background is in tourism, and I have been noticing this niche market for a long time since I've been also active in this business. So, but yes, I value your suggestion. Thank you very much.
Tawi?
I think, okay, I can go next. Hey, Carlo, it's interesting that you're in the tourism profession because I used to be one. Now it's a totally different story, but I was in the tourism profession too back home. Anyway, so I think it's pretty interesting idea. I think it's very good business idea, honestly, and you can scale up, you can grow. It's just pretty interesting. But my I believe you're based. It's going to be based out of Uganda, and I am wondering what the so in terms of raw materials that you use to produce these products, what does the sustainability look like in order for your business to continue and continue growing? You would need to have a continuity of raw materials, right? So what does that look like, you would say?
Yep. Thank you. Well, the raw materials that we use is mainly the leather material and thread for sewing, and some like wax and some other inputs. But the leather material, the hide, here in Uganda, it is found easily, and then it is sold $1.5 USD per square foot. And this enables us to have a plenty, and then it's doable for our the cost is good to handle, because in one square foot that we buy like by 1.5 USD, we make 4 of these minimalist card wallets. So the accessibility of the raw material, the price is doable on our range. Thank you very much. I hope I answered your question.
You did. Thank you so much.
Great. So last question from Gitacho, and then we move on to the next team, the Phoenix.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you. That's an important question. Our plan is to fully use the veg tan, which is environmentally friendly process of tanning levers, because we want to be conscious of the environment. I hope that's one question of if I'm looking for local suppliers. Here in Uganda, we have the supply already, and out of the variety choices, we are conscious of the how it's made, because we want it to be, as I mentioned, environmentally friendly. So yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Fisa and Tim, you can go next.
Thank you.
Carlo, you can stop sharing your screen. Great. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Greetings from Prime Honey Beekeeping Company, and on behalf of my team, I'm also addressing. Let us talk about the Prime Beekeeping Honeys and its purpose. It is known as honey is powerful and in natural medicine that can prevent and treat various illnesses. This is clear for everybody. Then using a top quality honey as a substitute for sugar. Instead of using sugar, we substitute honey, because that is very healthy and important in what? In coffee, tea, bread, and milk, which is healthier options that we are proposing everybody. Then taking a spoon of honey twice a day, which is in the morning and in the evening, have a significant health benefits. We get a good sleep and very healthy. As well, it is very important to take honey, and the positively power, and it has numerous health benefits as mentioned. And what is the problem that Kampala or this company is facing currently? For this, for our customers base, the biggest problem is the prevalence of fake honey in the market. This is known for everybody, and the phobia for our customers as well. So consumers are often forced to purchase expensive because they have no option otherwise. Poorly packaged and contaminated honey that poses a threat to their health as well. So the purpose that we take honey is to be healthy and to get nutrition. In the contrary, that is a problem here. Even worse is the honey is frequently unavailable whenever it is needed, because the demand is high and the supply is the problem. So the current offering in the market are completely inadequate in addressing this issue, and the customers are left with no available alternatives. So what do we do as a company, as a Prime Honey company? We plan to differentiate ourselves by providing detailed information to create an awareness about our honey and the products, to firstly to the supermarkets, that is our esteemed delivery places and the stockholders and their attendants, ensuring buyers are fully informed about the product they purchase. The Prime Honey aim to provide a high quality, which is trustworthy source of honey that meets our customers' needs and its well-being, by understanding and addressing the pain of our customers. We hope to create a loyal customer base and establish ourselves as a reliable industry leaders here in Kampala. Why this is important now in Kampala to invest this business? The time is perfect for Prime Honey to ensure the market, because the demand is high for the certain reasons. It is well known the high quality has doubled due to various reasons, as I mentioned, as well for follows. The colony declining is one factor. COVID-19 and Ebola outbreaks is another factor. Climate change is also tackling us. And the economic crisis caused by Russian and the Ukrainian wars is significantly affecting this business. So the factors have affected farmers significantly, creating a vacuum in the industry. So what we aim is, and inspire is, to fill this vacuum and meet the growing demand for high quality. With the current market conditions, it is now or never. Because unless we tackle now, unless we run this business now, it is dramatically draining. It is dramatically declining. So we interfere in establishing ourselves as a reliable source of quality honey. What is next is a market potential, which a friend of mine, Fisha, is very keen to intervene.
Right.
And welcome.
Right. Yeah. Hello, everyone. So to talk about the market potential for honey producers, you know, Uganda is 45 million population of about 45 million country. So when we talk about the total addressable market, you know, in Uganda there are about 3.5 bee colonies. So each bee colony, if we assume that they produce 10 kilograms of honey every year, so it's gonna be about 35,000 metric tons of honey annually produced in Uganda. So when we assume that, at total addressable market level, each kilogram of honey is being sold at $5. So in total, it will be about 175 million worthy of the honey. So there is a demand about 175 worthy of the honey. So when we go to the serviceable available market, so supermarkets in Kampala, because we aim at to deliver our product to supermarkets because we want to be specific. So we would love to write the detailed information about our product to the supermarkets and their attendants. So the demand in supermarkets found in Kampala is, we assume that 2 million of Kampala's residents buy 1 kilogram, they consume 1 kilogram of honey. So when we multiply, so it's gonna be 2,000 metric tons. So this 2,000 metric ton, So this 2,000 metric ton is, there is annually demand for supermarkets in Kampala, in supermarkets. So when we go to our serviceable obtainable market, our share, because we are aiming to supply to the supermarkets, we assume that 10% of the supply to supermarkets is our share. So if we calculate the supply, the annual supply being supplied to the supermarkets, honey, is about, it's 16 million. So when we calculate that, 10% of that is going to be 1.6 million. So we have, we have enough space to supply our products to the market. So we believe that this is, really a realistic and achievable market for startup business. We intend to start with $25,000.
Okay, ma'am, it is my pleasure to be back, and thank you. This is my teammate, and I'm going to talk about the market competition, how the market competition looks like. The prime honey beekeeping will face a competition that is known for other honey produce with other honey produce in Uganda. who supply their products to supermarkets as we do. Some potential direct competitors may include large-scale honey producers who have established relationship with supermarkets already. We know that that is not a problem for us as well. To address the competition, prime honey beekeeping will need to differentiate itself by highlighting the unique quality and the healthy benefits of its honey, which we are committed for, and by proactively addressing these competitors and emphasizing its strengths, prime honey can gain a competitive edge and capture a large share of the honey market in Uganda. We are very sure, and we believe that we are going to do this as we are already involved. And when we talk about the product, the prime honey beekeeping offers a unique product that is target the quality and stands out from the competition. Our honey is pure and free from additives or contaminants, providing customers with a healthy and delicious alternative to other honey products on the market. Because our plan is to make money, but on the way in making money, also we are responsible with what we do and with what we offer, and the people used to understand or trust us with this quality, and our quality has to be free of anything. To demonstrate the quality of our product, we see a pre-recorded information that showcase and the honey, the processes, as well as on explanation of our sustainable practices and the quality control measures. By offering this, we hope to provide transparent and informative look to our product and establish ourselves as a reliable and trustworthy honey supplier. Why this? We know the phobia of our esteemed customers, as they have faced many times the honey which is not on the top quality, and it was mixed with many things. So we have to avoid that first and foremost. Then we target to get their trust. Here you can see the two pictures that we are sharing with you, which of the first one is traditional way of beekeeping, which looks very nice and the honey, but it may not be clean and neat when they harvest. Whereas we can see the prime honey beekeeping in a modernized way, and that is also to maximize our product. Here another one, what we are already doing, traditional way of packing, which we are in it now, and we are already planning and trying to modernize this into on the second one that you can see. Then what we can talk about the business model, the prime method of generating revenue will be through the sale of the honey to supermarkets. That is our aim, and the target as $8 per kilogram to ensure our profitability. Prime honey beekeeping will focus on minimizing the costs, because we have to focus on the quality as well as on the profitability, on profit. Otherwise, we can be in danger. Then next to that, also we minimize the wasteful consumption, because we also follow the prime honey beekeeping will track key metrics such as customer acquisition cost and customer lifetime value to ensure the cost of acquiring and retailing customers is sustainable, and it has to be profitable. Prime honey beekeeping aim to build a sustainable and profitable business in the honey industry in Uganda. That is what we are going to be specific by now, and our aim is to be working in other parts of East Africa. That is in our long-run plan. Then let me talk about the founding team. of this prime honey keeping. We are a fantastic team who is motivated on this business, as I have mentioned. Values, unity, cooperation, and the teamwork with practical experience as entrepreneurs. Thanks to you. We are skilled, experienced, and focused on sustainable practices in Ugandan beekeeping industry. I, Fitiwi Kasai, the COA, have over 7 years of experience in the beekeeping industry, and as a I have a degree in business management, as well as Fisiha, by my teammate, had a production head of the production who has over 5 years of work experience in managing work management and has a degree in business management as well. Elisa Gabramedin, the head of sales and marketing, has over 6 years of work experience in customer service and a degree in electrical engineering and computer communication. So we are a fantastic team who are ready to demonstrate this business.
Great. So let me intervene here on the financial projection part. I hope we have more minutes. So to start with, our startup capital is, as we told you, is $25,000 US. So we will use this amount of investment money for so 10,000 USD amount will go to beekeeping equipment and for beekeeping equipment and supplies. So 5,000 will be for land lease and rental, and the next 5,000 will be for labor costs. So 3,000 USD will be expended for marketing and promotions. So we will expend about 2,000 USD as well for legal and registration fees. We have discussed this. So this startup capital will be expended on this basis. So it will be funded this way. So in the first year, we aim at producing. We will have revenue of 10,000 USD. I mean, hold on. And in the second year, we expect that we will have revenue of $25,000. And in the third year, we expect about $50,000. So as you see, the first 2 years, our profit is our revenue seems more smaller because it's a starting period is expected. So yeah, for now, this is the financial part, the main part of our financial. But if I may add about financial flow, cash flow. So in the first year, we expect to gain 5,000. And in the second year, we expect to gain about 10,000. And in the third one, it's going to be 20,000 in total. Thank you very much.
Our motto goes here like bees to honey. And I wanted to explain a little bit. That is our motto, like bees to honey, and that we work together, we cooperate together. We wanted to be as busy as the bee on the flower garden when we started this project. And the other thing is the phonics that we are putting on the top, which our company is known for, is a bird in an ancient time, symbolize immortality. This is this has a significant meaning behind its name, which we selected because, as you know, we were crushed because of the war erupted in Tigray, and we came here as refugees, and we could not able to survive. Not because we don't have money, but also as we are coming from the working background, sitting all the day is not a spirit for the entrepreneurs. So we were there doing the same thing, and we got very good and very important courses by you, and we are very thankful for that. And we symbolize this bird that to give us a moral to restart life, to establish business, to be active and alive, not to remain as we think, as many think we are. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Quite interesting. So we have Ksanet. Go ahead, Ksanet.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Fisaye. It was actually a really interesting presentation. I love the speech he gave in the end. Of course, entrepreneurs, they don't go well with sitting and just looking while things are going by. I love the fact that they do the presentation, two of them. One, it shows the team spirit. I really like that. And second, it's good for us because it keeps us alert during these presentations. Every time there's a new voice, we keep refreshed. So I think that's cool. I want to ask if during the presentation you showed two pictures where you show a traditional method, and then there was one where you say that's is it like yours? Yeah, yeah, this one.
Very good question, and thank you very much for asking me. I was expecting this at the if I'm not hesitate to take money. This one.
The picture of, yeah, this one.
Okay. This one we are setting. I am already on this business. It is about 1 year and a half. As I came here, I started this business because I have experience and I have been working this in back Tigray. So this is what we are showing you, how we can demonstrate the traditional way of farming is very well known here, as it is in Tigray and elsewhere in East Africa. So we have to motivate in showing this to transfer into the modernized way, which will give us enough product and to maximize it.
So that means this is just a picture of from previous works, but not a prototype that's currently available, just to make sure.
This you can see on the other one, if I'm not bothering you, the traditional way of packaging is the system that I am involved in now.
Okay.
Can you see the 3 packed item on the other side?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is exactly what I am doing now, and I'm serving my community and the fellow others in this way, but this is not enough. So I have to look for other things, being with my best teams.
Okay, a follow-up question is, does that mean you are the farmer itself, or you're taking this from farmers?
Currently, I go to the northern part of Uganda and to Arua, to Gulu, and some other parties, especially Mambarara, where the excellent honey is coming from. Then I stayed there for about 3 months to make marketing assessment when I was not thinking of anything. So I got this honey by credit, and someone who was trusted me gave me, and he was the one who helped me to start this business.
Okay, so if I understand clearly, so there are farmers, there is you in between, and there are supermarkets. So you're trying to add some values into that and then give it or sell it to retailers, right?
Yeah, yes, but we aim to produce this in a good manner, in a wisely manner. That is our plan after having a very good entrepreneurship courses.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you can follow up, Ksanet.
I was just going to ask, why would someone be interested in because I want to hear his side, like I want to hear how he's thinking. why would someone, or like say a supermarket, want to buy from you guys instead of having to go to the farmer themselves and then buy the product? Wouldn't that be cheaper? And then add the values that you're trying to add themselves. What do you think?
Excellent. This honey is coming from northern part, which is about 6 to 7 hours far away from the capital, Kampala. So the way they deliver is not adequate, and I am the one who goes to that place and select the good quality, because I know what is what and which one is on the first quality, which one is on the last, and the phobia that people, even supermarkets have, they get every time contaminated honey, which to maximize their profit, they add sugary and some other very silly stuffs. So I go as a person and I pick things as I have to. So they are very happy with my delivery system.
Okay.
Yeah. If I may,
thanks. Maybe can Naftalim raise the question, and then you can respond to other questions as well. Naftalim, you can go ahead.
Yeah, just to follow up on what Hamid asked, like how sustainable would it be if, like, you know, you're going out there and you're buying the products and, like, you know, packaging it and delivering it to the supermarket? So wouldn't that strain you a lot? Like, how easy would it be to make sure that you get similar type of quality honey from the farmers, like be it training or making sure that they follow similar type of farming practices, and that way it's like, you know, like I understand there is a value in, like, you know, people know you and they know that it's a quality product, but it would only be sustainable as much as you report it, right? So
okay.
So the basic reason that the supermarkets, we aim to sell to the supermarkets is that, you know, many honey producers in the country, they don't usually put the detailed information of the honey. And so this is one setback. And in addition to that, we have already selected a place to put to our beehive location. We identified that location because the flower type there are sub-Saharan flowers. So those are very important to produce high quality honey. On top of that, we will be monitoring our honey production, our beehives. We will install security cameras, so they will be safe from kind of contamination, from any kind of tip. So because of that, because of the type of the honey we will produce, because of the location that we identified, so we believe that the market share is very big, huge for 25,000 USD startup. So because of that, we hope that will be selected.
Okay. Thank you so much. Any other question from the audience? In the meantime, Team Gorzona, you can start your preparation. Fasai and Tim, thank you. You can stop sharing the screen. Any question from the audience?
Just as a point for Fasai and Tim, I just want to say, also consider, or maybe just have a look into virtual market or things like that, because like during scaling up, or like just have a look into that as well.
Sorry, did you hear? Hello?
Yeah. You can repeat what you just say.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost.
I would just say in the value addition, you can also consider virtual market and such things. Just look into such things in case of interest.
Yeah, but we would love to be very specific because we cannot reach everyone. So what we planned, because we are startup, we want it to be very specific location, specific destination. So okay, so yeah, thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, team. So let's go and listen to what Kazuna has to say. Barakat Sharma, please.
Hello guys. It was an awesome presentation. Talking about those presentations for a while now. Okay, so now am I audible? Hello?
There is background noise, but go ahead, Tashoma.
Okay. Thank you. So Guzonatu and Travel is a company which is based in Uganda, which works on tourism, where our motto is to change refugees into tourists. So the first thing we have noticed are the problems in Uganda as we became the refugees after coming to Kampala, is that a lot of refugees are hosted in this country, and those refugees came from different reasons, such as war and the situation that happened in our country, the genocide, and this causes the post-traumatic disorders for the youth, and also this depression and anxiety problems as the youth we are facing this currently. Then people be not able to adapt to the environment as they stay here, and they are not been having this experience for the past years, so it's all new for us. And the lack of awareness in social networks is the basic problem, which we cannot address the problem to solve the depression or problems or the mental issues, and that is another pain in the refugee community. Besides that, there are also present in the look for daily life routine. As mentioned in the past presentations, everybody is sitting, and it is even hard to be entrepreneurs living this kind of daily routines. That's why we think that we should be looking in new directions and create new mental health for mental health affected peoples. The current coping mechanism people are or the youth is using is the usage of alcohols and spending a lot of money on drug substance such as marijuana, and the youth is losing their mental health. When I say mental health, is not just depression and PTSD. People are losing their natural state, and some of them are returning to home country because they are not able to even to keep in this place. So we believe that we can change this and make a productive use as we are use and use creative ideas. And the solution to this, we think, is that we can rehabilitate and provide a new area, or we can let them to travel to new places so that they can experience and learn the network with people, have a new perspective in life, and be new persons. And in this travel programs, we would like to give therapies and training and sessions in which everyone will be talking about their issues, the current situation, and how could they become more productive, such as this program in which we networked and created a social network, integrate family associations through connections. And also they could enjoy the blessings of this Pearl of Africa. I'm sorry, something is happening to the screen. Hello, am I the only one seeing this?
Now there's some weird stuff happening. I don't know who have control of your screen, but
Yeah. Okay. I
Marani,
think there are
are
control.
you aware of that?
Okay. So let me try to continue to the next page. Maybe they will be avoided.
Or maybe you can, stop sharing and reshare.
Okay.
This is weird stuff.
Okay. I think somebody is in the network.
Melanie, can someone stop this?
Madhani, there.
Yeah,
Is there any way?
I'm removing them.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Go through the list and just get rid of them.
Yeah. Let's try again.
And
I'm so
do
sorry.
not admit unless you know they are using their real name and stuff. To
Yeah.
I think that will help.
Okay, go ahead, guys. I'm so sorry about that.
Okay. So let me get back to the solutions.
Come on. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, go ahead. I think we don't have them anymore, hopefully.
Okay. So we believe that the solution to this is that giving the youth trainings and networking them with people and giving them an opportunity to have a mental state where they can rehabilitate for a short time and come back to their daily life to be more productive. So when we see the market, there is around 1.5 million refugee, and our beachhead market focus on the 30,000 Ethiopian and also Eritrean refugees who are currently staying in Kampala, the urban refugees. Actually, I'm not going to mind this, and I'm going to keep it. Not
Yeah,
going to
yeah, go
disturb.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Different activities. That will be also our focus. That's a big number, considering the number of diasporas who come to Kampala for different purposes, and also international tourists. And on top of that, we would like to work with Ugandans. As you see on this picture, we went to this trip to celebrate a birthday. As you see, they're cutting a cake while doing tubing in source of Nile. So NGOs and IRC projects will be working with us as well, because we know that the refugees community is not blocked, or they want to support the Ethiopian and Eritrean communities to work with the Ugandans. So there are IRC project called Rebuild is currently working on that, and we have some contact with them, and they are very positive to support us. We don't have no direct competitors. As mentioned last time, there are organizations we work on refugees as a tourism, but those companies work on refugees to check on other refugees, such as going to North Uganda and to see resettlement areas, but not in a sector of rehabilitation and working for mental health, and to take refugees for this kind of trips. So currently, as far as our research, there is no company working on that. But beside that, there are 662 registered tour and travel companies that are member of Ugandan Tourism Company Associate. And we believe that we are different for them in different reasons. The first one is affordability. According to our research, there is no tour company which provides a service that is affordable for refugees, and we will be different on that one. And the second thing is cultural foods. Since our Bishmahead market is Ethiopians and Tigrayans, we will be providing this kind of cultural foods. For example, when we do a trip to Jinja, there was no such kind of foods, and we were able to find this kind of. We were able to provide the food there, as well as to connect some hotels to provide this kind of food for us. In cultural ceremonies such as coffee, and the service will be provided in multilingual customer service languages such as Amharic, Tigrinya, and also English. The other thing is safety and security. We will be traveling with our common people. When I mean common people, we'll be providing with a community which we believe that are from the same place, and the sense of belongingness is there, which provides the safety and security feeling for them. There will be also mindset and networking sessions, as we said about the mental health and rehabilitation trainings. And through the social networking, we can be providing job opportunities for our youth community of the refugees. The market strategy is not to do word of mouth, to put sticker flyers and posters in different areas. We know restaurant bars and coffee places where our communities, especially Tigray and the Ethiopian communities, are usually using. We also have the website being developed right now. We have WhatsApp and Instagram groups, and those groups have already members working. We also have a reputation. We have hosted the first Ashenda concert in Kampala for the past 1 year, and it was the biggest concert, which built a big background for Guzona company. The packages are different. We have long trips and short trips. We plan to go up to the edge of Kampala, Uganda, and we also want to go trips to Kenya and Rwanda to work with refugees as well in Kenya and Rwanda. Also, we will do short trips for 1 day and 2 nights. We also have family packages, as you see in this picture. This is another trip which we did for the whole group of family. We also have VIP package where we will be taking certain people in different quality of service, and safaris as well. The profits analysis is that the price estimation comes from duration of the trip and the distance from that place and other expenses. We believe to take 30% per week, and that goes to under 120 per month and 1,040 per year. This is estimated to become 428 million per year, for the first year, and we predict our profit margin will be $15,000 for the first year, and for the second year, we believe our target of customers will go double, and as well as the destinations will go up. So our profit and profit margin grows by the year. So the feasibility, as you can see, we have already done these trips to Jinja and to equatorial line of Uganda, and from that we have seen that accommodation, food, and boat cruise and every activity included, we have 2 days and 1 night trip, and that was the price was 200K. According to our research, other companies provide this service for more than 400 Ugandan shilling. And from 15 people, this is the amount of profit in total revenue we have collected. The fixed costs we are looking at currently are listed up below. If we want to invest in buy a car, open an office, that will deduct our variable costs if we get to buy a car. So the total will be $15,000, and we believe that will cover all that with 1 year work. The variable costs are listed as below. It depends on each trip, but booking hotels and working in cars. Our key partners are hotels, food providers, tour and travel companies, and tour agencies as well. The team is built from 3, and that's me, Barakan Ibuse, the founder of Xagzuna Tours. We organized 3+ trips in Uganda and concerts. I graduated in architecture and urban planning from Mekelle University. I also do graphics design on this part-time. Tashu Magasasa is the co-founder of Xagzuna Tours. He is graduated in tourism and management. He has 13 years of experience in tour operator. He was the founder of Action Tours in Tigray. Robert Halamaram is our third member. He's the co-founder of Xagzuna Tours as well. He has 13+ years experience in law and management. We believe that would be a great input to our company. This is a short clip from our last trip, and we believe you would enjoy it. Let me try to unmute. Is it okay? Okay. So we would like to say that you should go with us and save your son in a mentally stable state. And our motto is you will never know until you go. So travel around, see the world, change your mindsets. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Sorry for the interruption in between, but thank you so much for the presentation. Kasanat and then Fatawi.
Barakat, as much as you were interrupted, it will be a presentation that will never be forgotten, actually. So think of it as a positive thing, because people will always remember, oh, that presentation was being interrupted in this way. So that will always keep it in mind. As much as I feel like about this business, I actually see a lot of potential in this. I don't know, but I still feel like I still wonder about the scalability and the scalability and also its sustainability. I just can't figure it out because I don't know if the team is persistent enough. Maybe if you have something to say on that, on like why would you want to do this 2 years from now or 1 year from now if it's not making money right away, if it's not keeping you financially stable. I don't know if you can say more on that, but I really see a potential on this. In fact, on last time pitch, I was like, but this thing existed. And then later on, when I was rating this, I kept on, oh, this is actually interesting. And when you now present. So I see a lot of potential in this. but I still wonder if you guys will be persistent enough to keep it going, or also, and also if you have if you are open-minded to even look at different ways on how to implement this, not necessarily the way it's being implemented right now. So if you have something to say on that.
I'm not going to lie, the introduction that you were basic. So I wanted to say something that's
I can't hear you.
yeah, what I want to say is that before we did this entrepreneurship course, we
Barakat,
also
Barakat, if there are multiple devices, use just one, because it's not clear what you're saying.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Yeah, so I said that I'm not going to lie that the introduction got me nervous and didn't address some topics I really wanted to say, but what I want to say is that this means a lot to us. I know it might sound like or some kind of fancy thing to do this as a business or as an entrepreneur idea, but before doing even this entrepreneurship class, I competed in another entrepreneurship program and got a second place with this business idea, where I really committed. I personally wanted to do this for myself and for my friends. I have like a lot of years. Why I wanted to do is we were working to help the youth refugees from Tigray here in Kampala, and we have tried so many things, but getting a job is not actually a problem here. The real problem is to keep it sustainable and to keep your mind healthy until you leave the place. And most of the Tigrayan refugees want to settle from here, and they believe they have some short time here. So what we want to do is we want to keep them healthy through that short time until they resettle to the new place. And they have the capacity, the money, the desire for everything. They just don't have the ways, the awareness, and the safety. Also, maybe the foods while traveling to new places. So we want to be the one who will be providing this, solving the problem and curing their mental illness or keeping their mental health. So, and even for the long run, we believe that there are more refugees coming in the recent years, including our friends, and this will grow. I'm currently contacting to tour companies, even in Addis Ababa, and they are telling us that they want to work with us when they come here. So I think this has a long run and scalability for the future.
Yeah, thank you so much, Fatawi.
Yes. Well, thank you for the presentation. Sanat has raised my two questions actually, but I'm just gonna have a follow-up question to that. I think I see an issue in terms of scalability and sustainability, but my follow-up question to you would be, why is it limited that to the just to the refugees? Is it because of competition? Is it, why not just open up to the wider market instead of just focusing on the refugees, is my question.
Okay, thank you for asking that question, Tui. As I stated in the beginning of the presentation, we rose as entrepreneur from the problem, and we are just trying to solve the problem of refugees, especially refugees of the youth who have mental issues and who have nothing to do while just staying here until they resettle. And the problems are affordability, and ways to go there. So we want to address that first. But as I said in the market section, we will also want with the Ugandans in diasporas as well. That is just not a long term plan, but while working simultaneously for refugees. But currently we are focusing on refugees because no one is currently working on refugees. We believe it's a good market.
Okay. Great.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much, team. And again, okay, Gage, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Getachew, for this question as well. One thing about us is we didn't observe the problem from secondary data. For us, we did a questionnaire and personally collected a survey. And from the survey, we noticed that the Ethiopian Eritrean community are basically affected with the mental health problems and also have the capacity to do this kind of trips. And we want to work on the 1.5 million refugees, but currently, according to our survey data, the Ethio-Eritrean community is primarily affected. So that's why we want to work from them, from the community we know, from the community we did a survey on, then do the general market or the refugees, Uganda as a whole, to expand for the future.
Okay. Great. Kasanat, maybe last question, and that we move on to the next team. Get ready, Bini.
This is more of a suggestion, actually. I just want to say, like, I think from all of us, we've raised the concern about sustainability and scale up. And a lot of them try to give you an input on why not opening up to others as well, why Tigranian, Eritreans, such things. Now for a pilot, you can always start small and it's okay, but you're not doing this because you are saint or something. This is business. So it's not because, oh, because these are affected. There are a lot of people in the world that are going through a lot of things that could use platforms like sharing information, but also sharing cultures, entertainment, and all sorts of things. When I say I see a potential in this app, in this business that you're presenting, I think of booking.com, for example. I think of trip advisory. Like I think of it that big. Okay. So for now, you can think of like, oh, starting with the study that you already have, but think wider, think globally. Later on, of course, not now. You can start small. That's good. That way you can learn a lot of things that you don't know now. Like you might face even people, they will just go one trip and next time they'll be broke and say, no, I'm not going. I don't have money. You will face a lot of things, but you will learn from that. And that's good that you're starting small. But be open-minded on having and accommodating other things as well, even thinking of implementing this in a different way. So it is a good idea. We're all like it. That's why we're trying to comment. Okay. So, but think of how to make sure that this is a business that can grow, that can keep going. Okay. because this is something you said you want to do and you need to sustain. Okay, and so yeah, that's what I think. Thanks.
Great. Thank you so much. So yeah, you have great suggestions. And if there is more question, please use the chat function. But let's move on to the last theme, Aspire. You can stop sharing your slide, Barakat or Tashoma. Thank you. Okay.
Am I audible? Hey guys.
Yes, yes.
So apologies to Barakat for what he has to endure. I really feel how you feel. So the thing is that I think the meeting ID that we have, maybe if we're using multiple devices, someone else can use that personal meeting ID that we have. So let's please generate a new one. All right, so this is Binyam Meles. I'm a refugee in Kampala. So the tech startup that we have is Aspire Digital Hub. At Aspire Digital Hub, we do empowering youth through IT, teaching them digital skills. So I'm interested in this kind of project because I myself, I'm a software engineer with over 6 years of experience of being a professional trainer in projects of GIZ, UN Women, Ministry of Science and Higher Education in Ethiopia. And also I've been a tech entrepreneur. I had a tech entrepreneurship called Tabab Tech in Addis Ababa. And I also have an incubation experience with Bloom in Ethiopia and ISADIS. So that's why I'm inspired to do this. So the problem we want to solve is that there's a huge lack of digital literacy or skills among refugees and host communities in Uganda. And we believe we need to have a certain skill to be able to survive as a refugee here in Uganda. And also the second problem is lack of enough digital hubs with resources and co-working space for entrepreneurship, for entrepreneurs and students. So this actually came from a personal experience. As a young refugee who fled a devastating war in Tigray, I had to endure depression, I had to endure so many things, and because there were not many places that I could interact and meet some new people and work on my ideas, I would have been able to change the vision of myself rather than being a victim. So I'm inspired to do so for other refugees here in Uganda to be able to have a different vision of themselves. So this actually goes along with the third problem, which is poor personal mindset and opportunity blindness that it results in. It first starts with depression and anxiety, then hopelessness, then it results in me not being able to see, or other people not being able to see the opportunities out there. So we believe that one has to have the best personal mindset to be able to attract opportunities. So for this, what we're providing is that we want to start a digital hub with co-working space and resources that will have internet, mentorship, networking events, digital equipment, and also acceleration programs for entrepreneurs. So this also comes with teaching them digital skills as well, using innovative tools that could be animated videos and books, which makes it very easy for someone to get up to speed with any lesson and learn in a very fast-paced condition. And the third problem that we are addressing with this solution is creating personal and professional development workshops to promote recovery from trauma and tackle those negative mindsets. So what we've learned at Aspire is that you can learn all the skills in the world, but if you don't have a good personal mindset, if you don't actually believe in yourself, nothing can happen for you. So this kind of space is like a motivating space where anyone who actually attends that hub, they get that kind of boost and that kind of help, because it's also a digital hub. Someone can connect to anyone from any profession. They'll be getting advice. They'll be getting so many networking opportunities as well. So why we want to do this now? According to UNHCR, with over 1.5 million refugees in Uganda, Uganda is actually the largest refugee hosting country in Africa, and among 1 up to 3 in the whole world. And out of that, 60% are actually under the age of 18. And as more refugees come every day, they find it hard to adapt and integrate to society because they don't have those necessary skills to be able to, like settle for substance rather than existence. They are not able to bring something to the economy. And that restrains them from accessing essential services, employment opportunities, schools, and other sectors. And the third reason for why we're doing this is that according to this government's, Ugandan government's policy and goal, they're highly focused on education, entrepreneurship, and technology, which makes it easy for us to better position ourselves within the industry of IT here in Uganda. So we believe we will be able to impact a lot of refugees with this project. So our purpose is to eradicate illiteracy, idleness, and opportunity blindness among refugees and host communities in Uganda. Our value proposition range from having innovative tools and classes, like I mentioned earlier, having affordable prices, private, public, and bootcamp classes. These ones are mainly for those enhanced classes of web design, software development. We also have online and live classes through our website, which will help reach those refugees living outside of the main city due to so many different reasons, and those living in upcountry and want to take our courses. We also have inclusion of all local languages across all communities. Uganda is actually a multi-diverse country. That makes it evident that there are so many different languages and people need to learn in those different languages since they lack English abilities as well to speak. And we also provide job opportunities and networking sessions. And we also facilitate an enrollment at higher education institutes for those who want to continue their studies at higher universities like Makerere University and Bulu University. And so our services are, we provide courses, IT consultancy, graphic design, web design, and software solutions for businesses. We also incubate tech entrepreneurs, and we also have acceleration programs for entrepreneurs. So as for courses, we have starting from English, computer basics, graphic design, digital marketing, data analysis, web design, and software development. Then as for our IT consultancy, it ranges from training partners in companies within their workers and also training on their behalf. It could be anyone that they want to train, like community-based trainers in trainings like TOT trainings. We also have graphic design, web design, and software solutions for businesses. So this will work with projects that will be brought from abroad and also locally. Those software projects will be here, then they will be developed by those refugees that we train to be able to develop. So refugees will have the ability to not only just practice coding, but also work on real world projects by bringing them here and using our in-house teams to develop those projects. We also incubate tech entrepreneurs, like I mentioned earlier, and acceleration programs is very important for tech entrepreneurs, so they can have so many different abilities and skills ranging from personal, professional development up to knowing business, how to sustain it and whatnot. So our competitive landscape goes through high demand classes are found in Train Up Institute, and just like ours as well. So, but they're quite expensive, just like Lingo School. And those Lingo School and Rihore actually have a language barrier, which makes it inaccessible for people who come from different backgrounds than the one that is adopted mainly there. And we also noticed that in Lingo School in Rihore, there's a huge lack of tech hub with facilities. So this actually limits the impact that one training center could have within the community. So as for Aspire Digital Hub, we have high demand classes, which are very sought out within the community at a very lower price. So our market size is the 1.5 million refugees in Uganda, out of which we can be able to reach up to 80,000, given that we give it time and startup capital. But right now we're in a position to actually obtain 5,000 of students. That would be 66% of the 80,000. And this will be able to be reached within the next 6 months. So our market validation is that according to Uganda's convention with UK, that studies industries within a given country, according to them, in their summit analysis, the IT sector in Uganda is actually valued at around $1 billion, which means that we have a high profit margin when it comes to the services that we will be completing, like providing software solutions for companies. So our marketing strategies have been word of mouth, social media, Google Ads, door-to-door, and radio advertising. So we've been using these various platforms to market our courses and services. So this is our website where everything can be found here. They can easily browse through our courses and register for each course that they want. So, and I actually want to use this opportunity to ask for anyone who's interested in empowering refugees to help by donating our cause as well. They can either fill in the form here, or they can click on the Donate Now button on the right, which will take them to this page of PayPal, and they'll be making donations. And thank you in advance. And our revenue model would be courses, IT consultancy, graphic design, web design, software solutions for businesses. These are the revenue model that we have, but in the near future, we want to rent our digital workspace to entrepreneurs and businesses who want to be based within our hub. And we also plan to raise 10% commission from incubating tech entrepreneurs in Uganda. So our ask is around 5,700 USD, which will go into buying 10 computers, which will last for 5 years, and 30 teaching materials and office equipment, which is about $1,000, and the $2,500 goes to rent and operational costs that will be needed to cover our 6 months expenses. So these are our traction and next steps that we have. We entered the market around October. Then from there, we've partnered up with Makasi Rescue Foundation, Hope Hub, our Target Endeavors, and we've also launched our website. And by the end of 2023, we want to be in a position where we actually started the incubation launch and also renting out our digital space and devices. And we also plan to start our e-learning platform completely to be accessible by anyone within the East African region to take our classes. And we actually will be partnering with more NGOs and companies. We plan to raise 100,000 USD within 2023, and also in 2024, 300,000, in 2025, 500. And by the end of 2024, we want to open up branches in all East Africa to be able to have this kind of important impact within the refugee communities of every area and country within the East African region. So this is our traction for consultancy. On the left one that you can see is a partnership with Hope Hub. We're currently doing that right now. We've entered our 3rd week, and we've been able to teach digital marketing to around 20 students. And the one on the right is training of trainers in collaboration with Care International in Uganda. So our team is comprised of 3 tech enthusiasts. One of them is me. The first one is Binyam Meles. I'm a founder, a software engineer, and professional mentor with around 6 plus years within the IT environment. Miles Samuel, which is a successful digital hub manager at NRC, Norwegian Refugee Council, and he's also an IT professional. And the last one is Franco Javier, who is language and digital skills mentor with over 5 years of experience, and he's also a web designer and web design teacher. So our partners are these ones, and the first one that you see, Lazima Nipati Academy, is actually where I'm based right now. This is from where I'm teaching students. I'm teaching about 10 or 11, which will be signing up next week. And this is outside of the consultancy we're doing for other partners and NGOs that we saw in those pictures earlier. And the second one is Makasi Rescue Foundation and Target Endeavors. And as soon as we get funding, we'll be getting our own space to teach from, which will accommodate all of our business models that we mentioned before this slide. So anyone interested in our business or our cause, they can either reach us through email, Twitter, Instagram, phone call, or our website. And thank you so much for having us and tuning in.
Great. Thank you so much, Bini. Great presentation. Any question from the judges first?
Okay, let me just ask very quick question. Looks like everybody is silent on this one. So what is your oh, well, great presentation, by the way, and really
Thank you.
exciting business idea. Yeah. So my quick question to you is, what is your plan of expanding this to Tigray? Of course, you know, Tigray is going to be the center of everything. You know, when we think of this. So what is your plan? What do you want to do about that? Thank you.
Thank you so much for asking that question. Actually, this idea came about my experience of being a Tigrayan refugee in Kampala, which had to go through, who had to go through a lot of trauma fleeing that country, Ethiopia. And from there, what I realized is that since we are refugees in all of the East African region, why not empower ourselves? Why not work on our skills? Why not stop being victims and like work on our skills? Then from there, right, when the war ends, then we will be going back to Tigray, then we will start the process of rebuilding our infrastructures. But to be able to do so, we needed to work on ourselves, develop our skills, our personal mindsets, our professional attitude, and all of these aspects that I've mentioned. So this is where I came from, actually. So now we not only want to start in those countries like Kenya, Tanzania, and all those different countries where there are refugees, we actually want to go to Tigray as well, where we can be able to impact, educate, and teach entrepreneurship to young students and young tech enthusiasts within Tigray.
Thank you.
Okay, نتعلم كسانت. Okay.
So again, I think I would like to follow up what you said. I like the presentation; it's well put together. About just generally about expanding when it comes to like either scaling up in the programs that you're teaching or scaling up in covering, like, you know, have you thought about including like, you know, other let's say other type of classes that you might be giving, like the current I saw that there is like data science, but what, like, you know, have you thought about expanding into other ventures as well? Just me thinking out loud.
Okay. Actually, it's a good thing that you mentioned that. I believe it's a very important thing for anyone outside of IT to be able to use these kinds of classes. But for now, since I'm a tech enthusiast, I've only been immersed in IT, in teaching people IT, because these days, whenever you want to apply for a job without IT skills, you never get hired. So this is the main problem that I wanted to solve, not just teach entrepreneurship trainings to students. So what I planned to do was just mainly focus on IT, but if there are more students, more people who want to learn more, who want to have other courses incorporated within Aspire Digital Hub, I would be more than happy to incorporate it. But my main focus is creating a tech hub to promote problem-solving thinking mechanism for refugees to be able to be change makers within their communities, to settle for subsistence rather than existence. But mainly, since that's what I'm doing. But in the near future, if I find that there are many people who want that, I would be more than happy to incorporate it within our curriculum.
Yeah, it's because I already mentioned it to last time to Biniam that I just kept silent. My question was about why people would pay, as there are a lot of such things available, but we kind of talk about that in the fact that you are trying to integrate it with non-profit organizations, so that maybe that can be your line. But I think we already talked about that. So yeah, I'll just skip.
Maybe I think last time you mentioned that, maybe I left out a few things. But as for some of the NGOs, they don't have the scope that we have. Their ideas is nothing like what we are doing. They only do specific English classes, regardless of where you come from, for which different communities, whether you understand basic English or not. So, but our intention is, since there's a skills barrier that we want to break, we will be able to reach any different community within their local languages by interpreting it and translating it within their local languages, to be able for them to be able to adapt to any kind of area that they want. And also the refugee community is nothing like what I had imagined before. So maybe that's what you're thinking as well. So in just a month, millions of dollars are actually arriving in Uganda for just refugee remittance. So most of the refugee population in Uganda, they live out of remittance. That means the money they receive from abroad, from their siblings and families. So the problem isn't that they don't have the economic capabilities. The problem is that they don't have those kinds of a good personal mindset to invest in their future, to invest in getting good skills, which they can benefit from when they go to those third world countries, which they will get a lot of opportunities from.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Bini. Thank you all for the amazing presentations today. So now I'm going to create a room for the judges to go talk about the scores. They have done the score individually. Now they are going to discuss them, and they will come back to let us know, who the three top performers are. The others, you can stay. I mean, I would like you to stay if that's possible, but we can also take a break and maybe stretch a little bit when the judges are discussing the scores.
I was muted.
Okay. How are we doing this?
I guess you guys have rated already, right? So we'll have
Yes.
to, yeah.
Okay.
I already sum up mine.
Yeah, now that everyone is back, I think first we'd like to thank the TDRF team, Tsaye, Fatawi, Naftalam, and the whole TDRF team for supporting the project. We are extremely grateful. While we were in the breakout room, actually, there were so many people who would like to say, who was saying actually, thank you for supporting the project. Also, Getachew and Ksanat, who've been working with us on this project. Yeah, I would like to say thank you for making this happen. So now I don't know who is going to announce the winners.
Of course, the queen.
Floor is yours.
Okay, thank you guys. It was amazing presentation. All the comments that we provide, because we already love it. The fact that you are here, those top 6, it's because we love it that you are here. It's great business, and I really want to let you know that whatever results that we're providing today does not define your business or you as a person. The fact that, imagine, like, you've been through a lot back home and then you are here at this stage. We're talking about a business. We're not even talking about what happened to you and stuff. So I think that's a big milestone, and I'm really, as a person, proud of you, and we're also happy that we're doing this. So I just want to make sure that all the presentations were awesome. We're proud of you. So the result is just what we think from our experience and how we felt today about the presentation and all. So I don't want you to feel like judged only by that. You're all of you are more than that. So okay, drum roll. I'm going to start announcing with the third, the business idea that stood third, based on the evaluation that we put, based on the novelty of the business, how feasible it is, the specificity of the business itself, the viability of the business, what is it bringing to the table, the value that it is adding, the purchase intent that one can have, the market size that they are trying to target, and also the readiness level. How ready are these people to, is this the business to go ahead and start? So from that, our third, the business that stood third is Victoria Rivers, team Mary and her friends, I guess, right? I think Mary is here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here.
So Victoria Rivers is third. So because also, so all of them are awesome, as I said, but the fact that it is a large business, we also consider, actually, when we evaluate this, we also consider the amount of money that the amount of money or the support that we are trying to provide to these businesses, and would it be enough if we support, for example, if there is a business that is already ready, and then if we can inject a little bit, and then if it's ready to start, that will be weighted even more. So we were also considering that. So Victoria Rivers is third. I will just go ahead and announce the second one. It is one that impressed us, even the one that got, I think Getachew ordered already. So yeah, Sabawen. Straight from Tigray. Okay, Sabawen is second, and the one and only. The first one is, does anyone want to guess from the audience? Do you want to write it in the chat? Or
I think Fiore.
yes, so Petla or Fiore is, I think, yeah, not I think, that's the number one business that we have right now. Congratulations, everyone. We're so proud of you. It was amazing. We're so proud, really. It was hard for us to come to conclusion because we even had some double results because they're all awesome, but we had to decide in some levels. So we tried. It's like points that make the difference. So yeah, that's the results. I will leave the floor to Madhani.
Yeah, thank you so much. I totally agree with what you have to say. I mean, we haven't even talked about the situations that these guys were in while working on these projects. And I don't think anyone that I know, at least around me, would go through what they have gone through and then, come up with these great ideas and then go through the program. So I'm extremely happy with what they have accomplished. I'm extremely happy that that we have started somewhere and that we got here. And as I was telling them while you were in the other room, there is a lot to this competition. The most important thing is that you have at least some kind of platform that you can use. You have some kind of knowledge that you can use going forward. I mean, they can start any kind of business. So the businesses that they have pitched today aren't necessarily the ones that they are going to kind of continue with. So I'm extremely happy that we are here today, and yeah, I'm extremely grateful for the support that we have from TDRF, UMD Media, and also Kasanet. I don't know if you're representing the Inspire Hub or the AMAT. There are a lot. So thank you so much, guys. And Tsahaye, if you'd like to say a few words.
Madhani,
Yes, Fiore.
can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, everyone. Madhani and all the teaching team, Kasanet, Gage, everyone, thank you. We have been through a lot just to get here. This means a lot for us, Madhani, and thank you.
Yeah,
Hi,
absolutely. It's
Mehdi.
okay. Yeah. Yes, Carlo.
Yep. Just want to say thank you. Congrats for all of us. I'm proud of us all. And thank you for making this happen, Madhani, and everyone, the judges and TDRF. We're really grateful and we're looking forward to great things. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also now through Medhaniye, everyone is connected. And if you are seeking for mentors or anything, all of you, not necessarily the top 3, but all of you, you can always try to reach out and ask for any guides and supports. So yeah.
Absolutely. Gitch, مقطع سؤالنا ده. You are on mute, Gitch. Yes, now we can hear you. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much all. I think we're done for today, and for like the teams will still continue, communicating over the coming weeks. But for those of you who have attended today, thank you so much. And the judges, TDRF, yeah. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Madhani.
guys.
Sure, thank you, everyone.
Absolutely.